So first off, Roxas. Sweet little boy. Roxas. Why won't you talk to me, Roxas? Roxas. We managed to avoid drowning. So The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, the definitive edition, Electric Boogaloo. This time it's personal. Um, just released on Steam, and I think people are probably more excited about modding than anything else, really. Because no one's really playing it. They just took a game that no one liked to begin with. They took a pile of dog crap, put some sprinkles on it, and they're like, here you go. It's the same thing, just with sprinkles on it, and then we're gonna charge you the same. And of course, the people are like, "Oh my god!" You know that the meme of the guy who like, and it's like the gif of him like, yeah, that's basically what they're. Oh my god, the game looks so good. No, it looks pretty much the same. A little few visual enhancements, and that's about it. Um, but Neil Cuckman's The Last of Us Part 2 performs worse than God of War Ragnarok, along with several other games. But in the first weekend of release on Steam, Neil Cuckman's and Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Electric Boogaloo, the definitive edition, this time it's personal, performed worse than God of War Ragnarok, as well as the release of The Last of Us. On Sunday, April 6th, The Last of Us Part 2, Definitive Edition, Electric Boogaloo, this time it's personal. Remastered hit a peak concurrent player count of 30. Nice. Of 30,000. That's worse than the release of the original Last of Us, which hit a peak concurrent player count of 36. Nice. Like John, what's 96 backwards? Yeah, that's some fine work. When it released on Monday, March 27th, 2023. Also worse than Ragnarok on Steam. But it did better than Spider-Man 2. They're going to treat this as a win somehow. Because you know the shills online. They're going to look at this and, oh my god, it did better than this game. And blah, blah. Oh wow, that definitely proves that it's a success. These numbers come almost exactly a month after Cuckman told Variety that players should not bet on a third installment of The Last of Us. He said, I guess the only thing I would say is don't bet on there being more of The Last of Us. This could be it. In an interview with E-Talk at the premiere of HBO's The Last of Us Season 2, Cuckman reiterated, every game I make, every project I work on, I treat it like it could be my last. I just pour everything into it, just like he poured everything into Abby. You know, that scene. That scene. The Neil Cuckman self-insert. Yeah. Like he poured everything into Abby. I leave nothing on the table. Except for Abby. In an interview with E-Talk, yeah, we leave nothing on the table. When we did the first Last of Us game, that's how I treated it. That's how I treated. I wasn't sure if I could ever get to make a sequel, so I had it as a I had to have a definitive ending. Likewise with Uncharted 4, same thing. When I worked on The Last of Us 2, I was like, I don't know if I'll ever get to do this again. It had this definitive ending. That is the ending we're working towards. Then for there to be another project, so many stars have to align. You mean players actually have to want it, which they don't. You're screwing up the TV show. You screwed up The Last of Us Part 2. Players do not want The Last of Us now. The first one had a great story, had a great message, had great characters. The fact that they felt the need to make a second one, but then they made it like considerably worse. Like, how do you do that? How do you take something that was that good to begin with and then completely mess it up? Hopefully if HBO renews us next season, and then I'm working on a new game called and then I'm working on a new game called Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. One project at a time. Gotta make it the best I can. Okay. And then if I get a chance to do it again, I'll focus on the next project. So again, yeah, no one was looking forward to it. Remastered, people are just looking forward to the modding part of it. In fact, someone's already done everyone. This is truly a gift to the world. Truly a gift. Since The Last of Us Part 2 remastered PC version has been released, I strongly recommend the Bella Ramsey mod to everyone. Because this totally looks like Ellie. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You know, I'm waiting for like that's hilarious. And the fact that IGN, and this was the last of in the I guess the original, but so because it's been around a while, people were like, you should try this mod. Really enhances the gameplay. Um let's see, part 2 remastered. Got to be a little more you know, specific, I guess. I do it all over again. Um, modes, roguelike mode can be pretty wild. Take Molotov Rain, for instance. 4K max setting, a DLSS 4 transformer. But like, I'm waiting for someone to take Abby and make like, I don't know, a big tittied goth version of her, or like, I don't care, like freaking, I don't know, femboy Hooters looking Abby. I don't know, I don't care. But you know, modders are silly. They're crazy. So you know, but they just took something that was already dog shit with some sprinkles on it. They're like, there you go. It's the same thing. It's just a little fancier looking, and we're charging you like the same price for it. And you know, you get the meme of the what's it, the soy jack is like, you know, that one. That, that's exactly what it is. It's like they have no problem paying for, you know, the same game just visually enhanced a little. Like these are the same people who like buy the iPhones, you know, every year or whatever. It's like iPhone 25. It's the same thing as iPhone 24, just with a slightly bigger screen. And they're like, and then they're shelling out $2,000 for a fucking phone, despite the fact that it's exact same in every way, except the screen is slightly bigger. by like barely a noticeable amount. But because they told you that the screen is bigger, they're like, oh, most consumed product. So that's all they did with this. It's like they took dog crap, put some sprinkles on it. They're like, there you go. There is the game. Remastered. Neil Cuckman. I pour everything into it, just like he did to Abby. I leave nothing on the table except for Abby. Also, the show has killed a lot of the, not hype, but the passion for the games. It's like no one really likes the show. And the fact that these things keep getting renewed for more seasons is like, this isn't Joel. This isn't Ellie. I think it's raining. It's supposed to rain all day today. But people are just, they took something like The Last of Us, which again, great story, great messaging, great characters. It looked very nice. And then they're like, oh, let's just ruin it somehow with another game. They took a formula that they had that was pretty much perfect and just completely changed it. And it did bad. It's like, how do you do that? It's like food companies when you have like, oh, hey, remember that the food you had in the 90s? Well, we're bringing it back. But then it's like a different formula completely. Like Dunkaroos. I mean, that's something I did on the channel when they were like, oh, yeah, we're introducing Dunkaroos again. I loved Dunkaroos growing up. You had a very distinct taste to them. The cookies did, the frosting did. The cookies were like the little kangaroo. And then I tried them, and that instead they're like these little medallion-looking things with a D on it, and the frosting was very depressing. And then you look it up and find out that, hey, they actually changed the formula. Well, then it's not the way you remember now, is it? They took something that worked and changed it. The second game, they took something that worked and changed it, and it failed. But yeah, I think people are going to be more having more fun with the modding than anything else. Like, seriously, come on. Like, what is this? What is this? Again, I'm just waiting for like big titty goth freaking Abby. The Last of Us Part 2 mod replaces Ellie to make Joel playable. Lets players swap Ellie for Joel, allowing fans to play as the beloved character. Offers a chance to experience the campaign as Joel, complete with unlockable skins. However, some sections still require playing as Ellie. Huh. That's actually pretty cool. But 3 early development stages. Guitar-free play, developer commentary, graphical improvements, 4K fidelity mode. So, yeah. But yeah, people, they didn't like it the first time. They're certainly not liking it the second time. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.